Get ready, gamers! Retro Legends is here. The ultimate destination for high-score battles, pinball wizardry, and classic arcade showdowns. Every week we bring you the best in virtual pinball, classic arcade gaming, and retro fun. Where you can compete for glory on live online leaderboards through iScored. Think you got what it takes? Step up and prove it. Because every Friday night, we're going live with 2 legendary pinball tables and an all-time classic arcade game. And the best part, every giveaway and prize on this show goes straight to you, the gamers, that are putting up scores on the leaderboards. Iron sharpens iron. Come play with the best. We will see you on the leaderboards. Because Retro Legends isn't just a show, it's a community. A place for arcade warriors to show up and keep that high score spirit alive. That's right, Friday nights just got legit. Hit that subscribe button. Join the leaderboards and let's make history, one game at a time. This is Retro Legends.
And if you wanted to watch, like, I'm so glad Papa Brad is back on Friday because it gives us something to actually watch.
Absolutely.
Than these guys just going, let me know in the chat what you think. Let me know what you think on Arcade 1-Up. Are they dead? Is it over?
All right. Let's get that off the screen there. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. Welcome to Retro Legends. What's happening? Welcome to the show, Kev Gret.
Is this where we talk about if Arcade 1-Up is dead?
Is Arcade 1-Up dead? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight. And talking with us tonight will be Nix. Welcome to the show, Nix.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
We got a lot to talk about. So first topic, we're just gonna jump right in. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Of course, Zen had some massive news.
Oh, they did.
They we'll start off. Let's see who's in the chat first. We got Mikey Yoon. Good to see you. And
hey, Mikey.
Let's go with first topic we're going to talk about is the Zen Pinball Bites stream. Did y'all catch the Pinball Bites stream?
What do you think? We were all.
I think
absolutely. I had the notification.
I think you did.
I was waiting.
I think you did.
The only thing we were waiting for all week. We were hoping and praying.
Okay, and we're just gonna kind of stick with the order and talk about it. Of course, welcome to the show, everyone. But the big news, we're going to start with Tomb Raider. We're going to start by talking about Tomb Raider. I got a little clip. We're going to take a look at a Tomb Raider pinball machine that Zen Pinball is going to be releasing. Okay, so let's take a look at that first. And let me play the video. It's a short one. Okay, here we go. Tomb Raider coming.
Welcome to the Pinball Bites. Buckle up as today's episode is packed with huge announcements and epic pinball power-ups you don't want to miss.
We're revealing a brand new franchise joining the pinball universe.
Plus, iconic Willams tables are heading into immersive territory.
Let's go!
Before we dive into our pinball news for today, let's recap what happened in our pinball world since we last saw each other.
On April 3rd, we released Pinball FX VR, our new virtual reality pinball game on MetaQuest.
We are very grateful for all the positive feedback the game has received, and we will have VR news for you even in this episode.
After multiple VR and mobile pinball releases, it's time to add something new to Pinball FX as well.
Get ready for a new adventure.
This is going to require some creativity.
Oh yeah.
The manor's full of surprises. Let's find them all. Here lies the god King H.E.R.O.
Take a look at the table. It's pretty
There's
awesome.
quite the crowd here for a tomb. Barely a challenge.
Take my money now.
Focus.
I'm saying this looks pretty good. What do you
That
think,
was
Brett?
quite the adventure. There's always more to discover. Stay
Oh,
sharp.
that's nice. Ooh.
Back in action. Quick jumps and swift moves. We're
Oh,
doing
man, who
well.
doesn't love the Lara Croft?
Time to tackle the study.
I think that might be my favorite one of them.
I make my own luck.
Say hello to Tomb Raider Pinball, a 2-table pack filled with danger, discovery and a lot of silver ball action.
From the legendary halls of Croft Manor to mysterious tombs around the world, test your skills, uncover secrets, and play through iconic missions from the Tomb Raider franchise.
On the Adventures of Lara Croft table, players can embark on a thrilling pinball adventure that spans Lara Croft's greatest expeditions.
While on Secrets of Croft Manor Pinball, you can join Lara as she battles through a series of thrilling challenges in the legendary home of the Crofts.
These tables are definitely built to test your reflexes and courage at the same time.
And here is the best part. Tomb Raider Pinball drops on all Pinball FX platforms on June 19th.
And that's not all.
platforms.
You may have noticed multiple logos popping up at the end of the trailer.
That's right, we are releasing a new pinball pack on 9 different platforms at the same time.
Pinball FX VR, Zen Pinball World and AtGames Legends 4K players
VR.
will also receive these two amazing
AtGames.
tables on June 19.
Keep an eye out on our social channels as the virtual reality trailer of these tables
That
is
is
going to be epic.
fantastic.
The Tomb Raider Pinball pack will also have its own questline in Pinball FX.
First of all, hold on.
Oh.
These guys are on
Oh, my
Xanax.
goodness.
They're sitting there casually dropping that this is coming in VR. They're like, oh, and it's coming to every platform, including VR.
We're
As soon-
drop it in 9 platforms all at once, right?
I can't understand what they were saying, but I heard him say VR, and I was like, did they? I was like, oh my God, they're dropping a new title, day and date. They're serious about VR. This is not a hobby to them. Day
Yeah,
and
man,
date.
I was worried because there was
So
that
was I.
fear. That was a fear, man. Are we just gonna have these? Now they gave us 11 great tables.
Yep.
I have no complaints about what they
Yep.
gave us, but we wait for months to get one Zen like Williams
Yeah.
table. They're dropping 9 of them mugs at once. Like, bam!
God,
Here you go,
exactly.
mother load, right?
Yeah. But I was literally leaning in saying, wait, did we just get a brand new
missed that, too.
franchise in VR? And
Yeah,
I
I
was
missed that
like-
hearing that too. Yeah,
Yeah, because they didn't.
the first time around.
They were just casually saying, yeah, it's coming to everything you ever own. You can play it. And I was like, including VR? And they're like, VR. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you.
Well,
this cool.
yeah.
Even 4K's getting it. 4K pinball. Every
Yeah.
I know it's
platform.
crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
You know, we're mixing everything up. This is going to be a crazy show. Everything's going to be out of order,
crazy.
but with us talking about Lara Croft, I had to do it.
Uh-oh,
The
here we
retro
go.
legend, babe. You know who that's going to be? Courtesy of Playboy magazine. Enjoy. There we go. We went out of the way. Wasn't as saucy as I go sometimes. I try to keep it a little more tasteful.
Nice.
But who doesn't love Lara? Lara Croft for
nice.
me. It was just such a cool thing when it came out. I remember
Yeah.
that was one of those landmark games for the PlayStation, I believe.
Yep.
And it was so different than anything that came before it. I think and of course what can I say? I mean, I'm still I'm still buying these Tomb Raider games. Look at that, Kev Gret, right
yeah,
there.
I see them.
I'm
Yeah,
still buying them. I got the four originals, right?
they don't hold
And,
up well, but we
yeah,
got them.
They seem old as hell and clunky
do.
now. But,
Yeah, exactly.
That blue suit she wears still has the magic, you know.
Yep, it definitely does. Yeah, so congratulations to Zen and everybody that owns a device that wants to play this, because that table looks good on top of all of it. It looks like a banger of a table with secrets.
It does look good. You know,
Yes,
to me, like,
both tables.
I like all the pinball companies that make pinball tables. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like Magic Pixel, but I mean, I think the gold standard when you're talking about virtual pinball is Zen.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna compare it to Zen.
Yeah.
Zen, I think, is the gold standard.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you guys
absolutely.
think?
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that they're supporting 9 platforms at once. I mean, come on now. Nobody does this. And
nobody does that.
But here's the overwhelming thing. It's good. They're not.
Good.
It's good. You know, it's one thing if they were pushing out garbage like other companies every 3 months, but this is not. You know, we have to. You, me, and everyone else in this community, we're jaded. We have everything we have ever wanted. Nothing surprises us. I am joyful right now over these announcements that we're about to talk about. And it doesn't happen often. You know, it's like finally something to get excited about. It's
such good news.
Amazing.
Such good news. And
great news.
If you're a fan of pinball, and I know some people are tuning into the show, maybe they don't follow pinball at all. They don't follow virtual pinball. I'm going to play a quick little trailer of the Zen Pinball VR. It's a 1 minute short, but this gives you an idea. Now, what this will not show, Kev Gret, and it helped me explain this to viewers. This will not show the 3D element of it. The real beauty of it is you can't show it.
You can't.
It's so 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
That is the magic. Like, this takes it off of a flat screen and makes everything where you could reach out and touch it.
And go. You can put your head down into the table, and you're like,
you turn your head, you see the different perspective of what you're looking at.
And if you have the X arcade, you can even have the feel of like you're standing at a table. When you have those goggles on, and you put your hands on that heavy ass X arcade that does not move.
Feels like you're holding a pinball.
Real pinball machines,
they're
not like the Wonderland pinball. You're not going to be sliding them around. Very heavy.
Wonder who?
Yeah. These are not moving. You are even more immersed.
Stand, that tank stick stand, the VR tank stick. That thing is a tank. It does not move, and that's what makes it feel more like a pinball.
Absolutely, it is not moving around on a rug, on hardwoods. And it allows you to lock into the game, and you just lose yourself. You just lose. You're in the moment. You're in. And Nick's explain it.
And I'll be honest, as a huge virtual pinball fan, the more I play the Pinball FX VR, the more impressed I am. Honestly, it's that good.
Yeah,
and I mean, I feel like I'm at home. You know, I've played a lot of these tables. I've played a lot on the AtGames, of course, and when I play them on the Pinball FX VR, it's a great experience. You know. Yeah, really enjoying it.
They did such a good job out of the box with this batch. I cannot wait to the second batch coming out.
Even with we're going to take a quick look at some of the tables that are available on launch, and then we're going to talk about. We'll show a video. Look at all the new tables that are coming, and I am so happy. So let's check out the video for people that have maybe not seen it. It's very short.
Behold!
Put the pinball machines right in your room if you want to.
Everybody's dream arcade.
Played some more this week. Hanger, Williams table, Universal licensing. available now.
Yes. Banger.
Yes,
It's a
man.
banger.
And that was
Man,
the
what a-
first release.
That was right out the gate, man. Right out the gate, they're giving us Twilight Zone. They're giving us Star Trek Next Generation, Indiana Jones Pinball,
Oh.
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh,
I mean,
World
just like
Cup.
banger after banger, World Cup soccer,
Oh my
you
God.
know.
Addams
And then they're
Family.
giving us some artsy tables like Pinball Noir. I mean, I really enjoyed playing this week. I really
did.
got into that table. And we're going to talk about the contrast later. We'll talk about it, but
Yeah.
they're putting out a wide range. Like it's not all the same thing,
No.
They're giving you a
No.
little bit of everything, and that's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
So, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look. But once again, you cannot show it. Like the videos do not do it justice because the technology itself makes it 3-dimensional. And that's the one thing that you can't really show,
Never,
You just have to
yeah.
experience it. Like there's no
It's
way to
something
explain it.
that you've never experienced before. Like it's something you have to experience, and then you'll
And,
be like, "Whoa!"
Then it's
With-
over.
With how futuristic and lightweight these is it the Quest 3 the one that I use? I think it's a Quest 3. It's the
yeah,
white
yeah,
one.
and
It's
with
so
the,
futuristic. It's so light. It's like it's not real heavy. There's no
No.
wires anywhere. There's no wires. It's
No.
wireless.
with the price point of the 3S, like it's a no-brainer to get in to
What's the
have
price
this
point now to
experience.
get a VR headset?
Well,
Do they start
it's-
at-
$399.
Well, the
I think.
Quest has been on sale for the last 2 weeks for $270. For
That's what-
there you go.
$270, it was on off 10% off sale for the last 2 weeks. So $270 gets you
And
in.
this is for the 3S.
Yeah, for the 3S, and it comes with
Nice.
Batman on top of
yeah,
that.
There you go.
that's like one of the top tier games too.
Top tier VR right
So-
there.
And then if you know somebody that has a headset and get that referral,
Yep.
and then boom, you got referral money to buy
$30,
some
huh?
more games, and
All
you
the
can
Zen,
get this
you get all the
pinball,
Zen tables.
essentially.
And
So-
not only can you play great pinball, but you can play walkabout golf, which is a lot of fun. There's just a
Oh,
ton of different
absolutely.
games you can
There's
play
more than just this pinball
in
but
VR.
absolutely.
So we're just gonna, since we're starting off, we
Mhm.
covered Lara Croft. Now we're gonna take a quick look at a short video. I chopped them all up with a real short, and then we'll talk about each one. Okay. So I'll
Okay.
show a short video. This video, I'll tell you how long it is. It's 2 minutes and 55 seconds. We'll watch a video, then we're gonna talk about everything we saw. Sound good?
Beautiful.
Okay, here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Rock and roll. Let's go.
Speaking of VR, get ready to expand your virtual arcade with the most beloved tables in pinball history.
9 legendary Willams tables are joining Pinball FX VR, and they feel better than ever.
Let's see them.
I hope everybody caught that. Did you see the expansion?
Yeah, I saw that.
Getaway 2.
Oh,
Medieval Madness. Junkyard. There's Papa Brad. Looks just like me.
oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness. it's actually-
Oh, goat!
We got it.
Oh my goodness. Party zone.
Look at the room. Look at it. It's up on a platform with the side rail. Yeah.
Wow. Look at Black Rose.
Black Rose.
I should have given her more cleavage.
Look at that.
I
Oh,
have a critique
that
already.
pops.
More cleavage, please, for Black Rose. That's not what she looks like on the back glass. Champions Pub. Safe Cracker. Look at the Safe Cracker. That's crazy.
next
Wow,
week, guys. Next
our
week.
pinball library is growing rapidly.
Indeed, our next update will include Willams Pinball Volume 1, 2 and 3.
It's time to play with classics like Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars, and Theater of Magic for the first time ever in VR.
I wonder if we will see someone playing the Champion Pub in a gym or pull out Safecracker in a bank in mixed reality like we have seen in the Gaming Nexus article.
That would be epic. Indeed, we have seen some really creative screenshots in the past, and we would like to encourage you to share them on our Discord and on Reddit. It's time to make the world into a pinball paradise.
Get ready, Willams Pinball Volumes 1, 2 and 3 will arrive to Pinball FX VR on May 15. Before we wrap up, let's not forget that we have Willams tables in the works.
This was the longest time between two table releases in Pinball FX, but we are happy to confirm that you won't have to wait this much for the next ones.
We have promised you Willams tables last year and we will deliver. Last time I was the bearer of hints, so let's not change this habit.
Buddy, do you have something for us?
Just some real-life data to get you thinking. The table we're currently working on was manufactured before 1990 and there were more than 3001 units produced. Can you guess it in the comments?
So to recap, Tomb Raider Pinball launches on June 19th on every single platform I can think of at the moment, but don't quote me on that.
Willams Pinball Volumes 1, 2 and 3 will arrive to Pinball FX VR on May 15, and you can already enjoy a ton of new tables in Zen Pinball World. Literally, it's time to go flip.
It's time to go flipping.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the V's. They have a hard time with the V's. Williams, that is his head.
The Williams table.
Williams. I do love it. It's great, huh?
Man,
What an announcement, huh? Pinball FX VR is a game changer.
This is their way of saying we're here, we're staying, enjoy. Because they didn't just give us one pack. They didn't give us one pack. They just said, we're here to stay, guys, and we're going to win this game. And boom, 9 tables.
Well, that's
the
a great point.
That's 20 tables possible right now.
And I'd like to add to that,
in.
Kevgret, because remember, with the first iteration of Pinball FX2, now called Pinball FX Classics, now on the meta, right? They abandoned that.
Totally abandoned it. Yep.
Right. We didn't get really many two downloadable packs. I think
it was like a Back to the Future pack, the Universal pack, and that was
Walking Dead.
Yeah, and a Walking Dead. Yep.
And I think that's about it.
And then
I was thinking maybe 1 or 2 Williams, but not 9 of them mugs, man.
Yeah, that's proof in the pudding right there. They're just like, here you go, boom.
Here you go, boom.
1, 2, and 3 pack. Right.
My guess was maybe a 1 Williams and a 1 Zen. And they were like, nah, we're just giving you 3 packs at once in less than a week. I mean, we don't even have to wait 5 days now for this thing. Yeah. It is incredible. Zen gets my respect.
They do get my respect. This is an incredible hustle to drop 20 pinball tables and the quality ones that they chose. Like they didn't give us. They didn't give us the lower tier. They gave us a lot of the S tier ones that
they're starting with S tier. Like, how do you start with
all the bangers from the start?
Go down. Like, dude, if they just gave us Attack from Mars or Medieval Madness, come on, Nick, you'd be excited.
I don't know which one to start first.
I'm excited for
which one do I play first?
All those tables.
I'm going for Attack from Mars. I'm booting that mug right up. I have to see the aliens in 3D, and then Medieval Madness, and then everything else. Like, it's just so exciting to see this. I mean, we're gonna have so much fun leaderboarding these games now. Like,
this is going to be part of the Retro Legends Arcade. We're going to be doing all these tables as regular weekly. We're gonna play them every week. And we're gonna plan it out. We're gonna have, and I'm planning on making it where, like, when I pick tables, they'll be at the same pack. So like you can just buy. Cool. That way you don't have to get them all at once.
That makes sense.
Split them all up, so that way you can gradually ease your way into buying the library, so you don't have to buy them all at once. But I'm super stoked to be able to play these in VR. It's very exciting.
Put up Sacro's comment, because I think this is important here. This is actually getting people into VR more than any other thing, not Batman, in our community. This is actually unifying the community more than I've ever seen. They're like, I have to try this. And boom, pinball is the unifying mechanism here to get us all together on the leaderboards. And Sacro is on the leaderboards on every table. He's grinding.
Here's the thing. Yeah, he's a hell of a player. He's a great player.
Such a smoother experience, I find, playing in VR with these tables as opposed to the digital on my PC.
I agree. There's no lag on these tables. That
no lag.
And if it is, it's so micro compared to the normal FX. I don't know how Zen can get small lag in their FX engine, but then on VR it's perfect. I don't know what
the lowest lag.
Crazy. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
There is a difference, because I went and played.
It's definitely the lowest lag of the 3. Like AtGames Pinball,
on PC,
I have a wicked powerful PC. I have like a super powerful PC, and I have, I think it's the lowest lag in my opinion.
Agreed.
It's gotta be. It's like dead on. Yeah, it's really, really low.
You can't get the scores that Nix gets and you and Sacro get if there was lag. I mean, look at these scores we're getting.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, totally.
When pinpoint precision shots matter, right? That little split second latency can throw it off big time.
And you know, we've had this discussion amongst ourselves about the X Arcade. Is it worth it just for pinball? Yeah,
Here's
I
the
actually
thing,
think
yeah.
it is now because of what
Justin's
Zen is
talking
committing
about
to.
Let you
Zen
go.
is now committing and telling the community you're getting more than what you're getting. You're getting the library. So if you bought this and you like this on the Quest and you're like, I want to take it up one more notch, spend $400 or for whatever, get the X Arcade, and now you're guaranteed to get the library. We could be getting 50 Zen tables over the next couple years. Can you imagine the entire library that's Zen?
Yeah,
And
it's coming. It's probably coming eventually.
yeah,
We're going to do that games too.
we can talk about it because they've shown that they're giving us 9 tables since the release in February.
Yeah,
so
they're releasing them fast.
They're releasing them fast.
And what's really cool is you can take it anywhere.
Exactly, like you said. Exactly.
You could play this anywhere. You're going out, friggin'
anywhere,
doing your laundry at a laundromat, friggin' pop the table right there in mixed reality. Friggin'
yeah.
The table on the laundromat.
That's gonna be crazy.
You know, here's my thinking on it though. The thing I love about it is now you know, everyone knows I love AtGames. You know, I got the AtGames tramp stamp. You know, I got the tattoo. I can't change that. I love AtGames.
We all got an AtGames. Absolutely, we all got.
I love AtGames. But here's the thing: this brings the price down to where it's super affordable.
Yeah,
like you know, this is like a good way to get new people into virtual pinball. They're going to fall in love with playing virtual pinball if they try this and they give it a chance. And I hope it just brings more people into the whole virtual pinball hobby. You know?
I'm going to have to agree with that
because it's
because
a game changer.
The real tables, especially the old vintage ones and the classics from yesteryear, they're starting to break down, fall apart, and they're not easily found in the wild to be able to sit and play like certain arcades have certain machines, and not everybody can play them all the time, and that may cause the hobby to die off. So that I'm so grateful that they're able to turn all these tables into the digital format and have it play and feel like the tables of yesteryear that we used to play on back in the day.
Nix, just imagine, Nix, in mixed reality next week, you can have $100,000 worth of tables showing in your house
for like a percentage of the cost.
That's what I just said to Ken right before we started streaming. I said, you know, this is like $100,000 worth of pinball machines. You can literally line
them up in mixed reality mode.
If you went at any great pinball arcade that specialized in doing pinball and they had these machines, you would be like, oh look, they have an Attack from Mars, a Medieval Madness, a Star Trek. You know, they have all these ones. They're giving you all the top tier, you know.
Yeah, you go to arcades now, right? And they don't even have the classics that you can show in mixed reality.
They gotta keep them running.
Yeah, they break down.
They break down. You know, they're old. They're classics. You know,
and that's what I'm talking about. So, and this is something that's like reliable. And it brings back the experience in my mind, like especially with this VR, the feel of it. Like
this is hands down some of the most fun I've had playing video games in quite a long time. And like I said, we're all jaded. We all have all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like even look at console gaming. You've played one Far Cry, you've played them all. You've played one Doom, you've played them all. But not VR and not VR pinball. It's a totally different experience.
And the great thing is with us setting up weekly tournaments, we can see each other's scores. We can pick a table to slug it out all week.
Yes.
We compete against each other. And I'm loving it. Like I'm having more fun. Like just having the opportunity to play, and you know, if you, I don't know, is it not friending, but like if they say, look at me and look at you, you can see all their scores. So whenever you look, you can say, oh, look, I'm close to this person, you know.
So
and
Brad,
really keeps you playing, you know.
Quick story. I'm sitting watching TV with the wife, and my phone goes off because I got a notification from YouTube, and it's GeForce guy. And he mentioned me in a post and he goes, hey, nice score on Noir. Try again. And I'm like, so I go and look at it and he beat me. Right. And I said, babe,
it's on now.
We're watching a show together. I said, babe, I have to go. She goes, where are you going? I was like, I have to go play Noir. GeForce just beat me. And she's like, we're watching a show. I was like, well, I'll watch it later. And I went over there and I played 30 minutes and I beat him. That's how cool this is. That's how engaging this is now. We're seeing these scores in real time and it drives you to go play it. It makes you a better player, especially when Nix is showing how to play these tables and Sacro sharing. And it's just a great unifying thing for the
Look
community.
who just came in. Look who just came in. Shout out
There
to
he
GYRUSS.
goes.
Well,
There he
absolutely,
goes.
the whole
He
community
dropped.
is
Hey, look,
helpful.
he showed up. He dropped the score. And you know what? At first, I was like, man, I hope I can get to his score. I hope I can get to his score. Like, he actually motivated me to play because I was like, man, I gotta try to get to G-Force guy.
Yeah.
I
well,
want to second that because
me
I
a
didn't
while.
play that table. I didn't
He
play
was
that
on there
table
first.
first.
And that
I
was
didn't
a
play
good
that
score.
table first. I played Theater of Magic first, and then I
Yeah.
went and played that. And I saw you guys post your scores, and like I played the table, and like I'm not.
Yeah.
And granted, I just playing it for the first time, and I'm like, and I'm seeing the score I'm getting. I'm like, wow, what the heck do I got to do to get up to where G-Force guy
Yeah.
got, and all
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
it motivated me to play
Yeah.
and to learn the
Motivated
table.
me to play 100%.
Absolutely.
And G-Force beat me again, so that it just
Yeah.
keeps going,
know.
and you get to be
And
a better
you
player.
push
that
yourself
way.
like I don't think this was lower scoring table. I can't remember exactly, but it was like getting to that 100,000 or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get to that next level.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
gotta get to the
yeah.
next level, And then
Yeah.
you discover, oh well, look, I can find the shooter in the window. If
Yeah,
if I'm
exactly.
Yeah, that's where I
listening to
learned in the
ball
Discord
logs,
from you guys talking about it
you
because
know?
I didn't know at
Yeah.
first, and then I clued in. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like,
And
that's
we
where
have
I
to
got.
give a
Mhm.
special shout out to Mike Yoon because when
Yes,
he
Mikey
first
was
started
awesome.
Mikey.
He
playing,
has gotten so
he
much
was
better.
he has improved his game by hanging
1,000%.
around us,
I know.
playing
Cheers, Mikey.
and studying and dedicating his
Right.
time.
Cheers to Mikey
It's
Yoon. And iron
amazing to
sharpens
see.
iron,
Yeah,
If you want to
dude.
get good, want to get good, you play with the good players. You don't kick them out of your tournament. You play with the good players. You want to
Exactly.
play with people that are better than you.
Exactly.
I want to play with people like that are way better than me because I'll learn way more. When you watch someone like Tomato Grass or Chelada
yeah.
Love or House of Hounds play pinball,
Yep.
and you see
Yes.
the kind of 6 scores that pull up, that's how you learn.
Yeah. When they go
You
live,
watch
Brad,
Nick's reviews.
yes.
Don't let him fool you. Now, how many of the tables right now are you the world leader on right now?
Oh, I know. I got knocked off of Star Trek. I know last time I
You
saw
were on
that.
there for a
Probably
while.
World Cup was probably still up there. Maybe
Wow.
I have to
Yeah, I
check that
remember
one.
at one time you were like world leader on what, 3 tables at once?
Well, yeah, the Curse of the Mummy. I'm number one. Last time
Still
I
number
checked.
one.
Last time we played that because I got over 300 million on that one. That one's a freaking grinder. Just like
Is it?
just like Pinball Noir, right? It's just
Yeah, it is a grind. Pinball Noir is a grind.
you're doing all this stuff, and I'm like, I should be in the billions by now.
Yeah,
Like, what the heck?
yeah,
Give me some
yeah.
points, game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree. Like the best part of the IRK community was we did have live leaderboards.
Totally.
And if you know anything about Papa Brad, I was always on the top of those leaderboards,
Always.
up towards the higher end of it.
Yeah.
So I've been playing arcade games since I was a little kid. So that, like, as much as I love pinball, like these games, like, I've been playing them for years, so it's like, it's just, I feel at home when I'm playing arcade games,
Yeah. And I remember Sacro, you, Nix, we were all on the iArcade leaderboards back in the day.
Always
so
on those.
It just feels like an extension of that. He's right. And
yeah, this is like the modern iArcade is going to be doing these
this
weekly
is what we wanted to
like
bring
this,
back. It
wanted
went
to bring
away.
it back. That's right.
We're bringing it back.
It went away. Yeah.
Essentially.
Got a cool YouTuber here, RetroTech X. He's a great
RetroTech.
pinball YouTuber. Good to see you. We got the legend, Mad Ben Hand in the chat. Now, this is the #1 IFPA ranked AtGames pinball player in the world. The world, right here in our chat. What an honor. You guys are building a nice community of competitive pinball players, something I love seeing. Yeah, and he puts up, I'll tell you what, if you want to learn how to play these games, like I watch him, I watch Tomato, I watch all the pinball streamers, but these guys, they'll show you, they'll show you.
Yeah, they're not afraid.
They're not Billy Mitchell.
No,
they're not going to know the secrets and say, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, but they'll show you how to get these good scores, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting. And there's so much growth. Like, as good as I am now, I feel like 5 years from now, I could be a lot better, You're always growing. You always learn. And G-Force guy was saying, it's really, you got to learn the tables.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn. Because as you learn the tables, like, and I just wanted to compare these two, because we just played a tournament of Theater of Magic, easy, approachable, fun table, super easy loops, super high scoring, super fun action. And then we played a table that was very artsy, black and white.
Your shots have to be really deliberate in that
all
one.
skill based. I mean, you're going to learn how to do dead flip. You're going to learn how to handle a multi-ball like every time, because that multi-ball is like all the time.
Every ball. Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like they were really shooting for the stars. The Nor kind of reminds me a little bit of they were going for like Twilight Zone. I mean, this was a big risk. Black and white table. And the more I played it, it does not hold your hand. It does not coddle you at all. The Nord table, you really have to dig in.
But I
and
understand
really
it now.
read the fine print to figure out what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I understand it now. All the targets, you just have to hit them the required amount of times to activate the modes. So like the car mode is a mode, the car chase. So you just have to do that successfully, go through with the magnets, shoot the ball up there again to then start it because you achieved, and then boom, because you saw it in my stream. Afterwards, the ball drains, and then it launches the ball again, and then the mode's completed. The mobster mode, that multi-ball we were just talking about, that's a mode if you can get the
It's
shooter.
great.
At least
great.
once.
And like,
The
I was
outer
just
lane,
watching
the
you. I
outer
was
orbit,
watching you do
that's
your
a
live
mode.
stream, and I was like, man, I wish I had time to get on there and play right now because
Yeah,
I'm
because
seeing
you
things
learned
I haven't
stuff.
seen. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
there are no
almost
good
I almost
streams
got
of
to
that
the
table.
raid.
I was trying to
I
find
almost
a
got
good
there. I was
stream
2
before.
modes away from getting to the raid, the final mode of the table. I can't wait to
But
play it again.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a table that I played and I was gonna walk away from. But when you put it into the leaderboard,
You're forced to play it for
I
a week.
played it and I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on. I understand what they're trying to accomplish here. I'm not saying it's great, but I understand now after playing it dozens of times. You're like, okay, I get what Zen's about here. It's okay. But if you didn't put it in the leaderboard tournament, I would have just gone play Star Trek.
You wouldn't give it that kind of chance. And here's what I'm going to say. One of the things I think AtGames is doing wrong is with the flipper friends, they're running too many tables at once. You're not going to get good at any of the table. If you're playing 5 different tables at one time, unless you've played them for years.
Yeah.
If you're new to it, you're not going to get good enough on any of the tables to make the kind of progress. I think the perfect is like 2 to 3 tables max. Really, 2 is perfect, in case you don't like the theme or you don't like the gameplay.
Yeah,
there might be just maybe you can't stand, I can't stand Battlestar. So if you have something else to play, that's probably good. But
agreed.
You can have a terrible theme and have a great pinball. There's tons of them that are that way.
Yeah.
So
to me, I like just a handful of games to play a week that I'm focused on.
Exactly.
Just like a weekend rental type thing. Like pick up a couple games. I'm gonna hyper focus plan because they have to go back to the store tomorrow. Essentially,
exactly.
Because, we're gonna move on to something else. That's my point, right?
Exactly.
So, exactly. Yeah. Don't want to load up with so much because you're gonna be moving on to something else.
We're just gonna call it too. We're doing it first here. Retro Legends Arcade. We're the first one playing Pinball FX VR as a live stream, having weekly tournaments. We did it first. We're calling it right now.
Yeah.
So when the people see, hey, let me jump on that train. I'll tell you what. I'll stream an hour before the Retro Legends show. When they start that, we're just gonna call them out because we were doing it first.
Yeah, we were.
The leaderboards are.
I just did it tonight. Stream that pinball.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
And the other thing is they do have the X Arcade, which interfaces with the Pinball FX VR brilliantly. And that is really, I can't say enough about it. I mean, it really takes it to a whole nother level because it gives it the feel that you're actually in front of a pinball machine. You can't see the machine when you're looking through the goggles, the weight of it. And people are like, well, it doesn't have nudge buttons, but I've gotten really used to just making more accurate shots,
Yeah, like everyone has to just get over it doesn't have a nudge button for now. You melt into it, and the nudge isn't perfect anyway, so they have to fix it before we can complain about it.
Yeah,
so
it's not
I totally agree. And Brad and Nick's having this X Arcade is like chocolate is your favorite dessert, and you go out and you order like a chocolate brownie, and they bring chocolate brownie with chocolate syrup with chocolate ice cream, and you're like, this is insane. This is too much. And it's like, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. If you have Zen Pinball and you play it religiously, like our buddy Mikey Yoon, like Nick's, like Brad, I am actually, and I hate that.
Oh, it's so dead on though too. Like I can go from playing the AtGames to playing it, and it's exactly the way it should be.
Yes,
like, you're just hitting all the notes. All the notes are just the way you would think it would work.
Yes. Now, Brad, can I just take over for a second because we have a problem?
I'll make you full screen. Here we go.
Full screen because
full screen. Yeah.
We have a problem in the community right now with our buddy Mikey Yoon because Mikey Yoon has turned into a Zen Pinball player. He plays all the time, but there's one problem: he does not have an X Arcade. And his birthday is coming up in July, and he has a beautiful, wonderful girlfriend. And I am trying to let her know right now, I think she's watching, that our boy Mikey wants an X Arcade for his birthday. He wants it so bad but he's not going to tell you. So I am here to tell Mikey Yoon's beautiful, wonderful girlfriend to get your credit card. Go to xarcade.com. Put in his special code for 20% off. He'll give it to you. And get this man his birthday present in July so he can become an X-Arcade Zen baller pinball player. That's all he wants. Mrs. Mikey Yoon, girlfriend, beautiful, wonderful girlfriend of Mikey Yoon. Please make this happen for the man. This is all he wants.
Man, that's all we want.
Do it.
We just want Mikey. We just want Mikey to get the full package and get fully immersed with us because he's already doing well. I mean, nothing's going to hold him back then. He's already getting. He went from barely being able to get scores to getting a billion-point games.
Oh man!
And now he's, I gotta say, shout out. I don't
know if we want him to get this. He's gonna be better than me now. So there you go, Mikey Yoon. Hopefully that does the trick. Your girl's on the website right now. Hopefully, getting you your birthday present. I urge anybody, and Brad, I hate doing this. I hate shilling, but I'm going to get a tramp stamp that says Zen and X Arcade.
That's true.
I'm pretty much ready. I'm there because
that's true.
Brad and Nix, if you remember when they announced the partnership, I immediately did a video and I ordered an X Arcade because I had a feeling this was going to be what we wanted as a community, and it turned out we were right. This is the partnership. This is as fun as we expected. So I urge anybody for the
and relatively cheap. It's still relatively cheap. You're still under 1,000 all in with the games and everything, with all the games and the headset and the stand and the X-Arcade. You're still,
and it's not just a pinball player. It can play anything you want on a PC. They have adapters you can buy. Look at my shorts. For $30, you can get 10,000 games on it. It's not just a pinball player.
Don't take me wrong. I love playing pinball on a cabinet. It's something magical about it. But I mean, Nix was saying today, I mean, if it's between Pinball FX VR or your HD pinball, like for you, Nix, I mean, how do they compare? Which one do you prefer more? Oh, your mic's not on, buddy. Is it on? I hear it now, I think. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Is it on?
Oh, I hear it. No, it's on. Yeah. I guess because we
perfect.
didn't speak, maybe it kicks off. Okay.
It probably kicks off. Yeah.
Anyway,
as I was saying, like I want to thank you guys who actually got the X Arcade first, right? Because I was in the Discords. I was kind of on the fence about it because I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the price of it, and like, is it really as advertised? Like, and then I was playing. Then I got the Pinball FX, and I was playing it with the Meta controllers, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Right? And I tried to kind of make it my own way to try to make it feel like it's pinball, but it's not the same. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance on this.
Yeah.
Put my order in. Then I got it like 2 days later.
It's insane, the shipping, right?
The shipping is insane. You order it.
They're fast. They're not sit on their hands,
They don't sit on their hands.
It's not slow.
And it comes to you. It's beautifully packaged. It's a nice package. You open it up and boom, it's right there. You have to do a little assembly with the base, but it's not.
He's kicking off. Kicking off. The mic's kicking off.
Mike. Is it? I wonder if it's.
What if the battery? Do you have another one? Maybe swap it out. Swap it out for another one. It's kicking off.
Look, he's prepared. He's got the other
one. He's got two of mine now.
There you go.
Look at that. He's ready.
Everybody has multiples of everything. I love it.
Back, brother. You're doing two streams back to back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So friggin' so I got it. I got it, and then I played it, did everything, hooked up. Is very streamlined, very easy, just plug and play. And like you saw in my stream, it pops the message up saying you want to connect your X Arcade.
Yeah.
And then boom, you're right there. And you're sitting there and you're holding the machine, the buttons are right there. And there's no lag with the buttons. You're hitting the flippers and it's just like that's reactive, like instant. And it's a Bluetooth connection with that. Like I can't believe that there's like no latency.
Yeah. Nix,
and you're dealing directly with. There's no middleman. You're going like
exactly.
Yeah. Zen is making the table. They're into the quality control.
Yeah,
they quality control it. They decided the X Arcade was the peripheral they're going to use, and I'll tell you what, it's perfect because it knows its location. When you put those two hand things in, it centers the table perfectly every time.
Yeah,
so it's just like you're standing right in front of it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Now, Nix, when you first got this, as much as I shilled it
Welcome to
and
the
everybody
stream,
shilled
Rexer
it,
Show.
you had to be like, all right, this is the moment of truth. I'm about to play. And when you hit those buttons, because I did the same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck? This is so natural and so fluid. I'm like, how are they doing this? It is it's so insane that they're exactly. So Rexer, what happens is the X-Arcade comes in 2 boxes. The first box has the complete unit already assembled. The next box has the stand. I'm not going to call it a riser because that's belittling what it is. This is
it's like
metal,
heavy metal stand.
Yes,
heavy as F.
Yeah,
I mean it is heavy.
It has wheels.
It has wheels.
You have to roll it. It's so heavy.
And it has levelers too, so you
can
level it out
around like a kid's toy.
So it took me about 30-40 minutes to put together, and and it's not hard at all. There might have been one hard part where you have to thread through 2 holes, but it is a separate assembly. But once you do that, the unit just slides right in.
It's not too bad.
And not too bad at all. Believe me, it's much faster than a 1-up.
Yeah.
So
It takes you 45 minutes. It takes Papa Brad about 3 hours because I'm so slow.
But what I love about
I enjoy it. I savor the experience.
Is the fact that it has that nice top surface, right, where the controllers sit in.
Yeah.
Right. And not only that, like we've seen your setups in your shorts, Kev Gret, where you've got your monitor kind of set right up behind it, right?
Yes.
So it's like right there for your PC pinball.
Yeah.
So there's like so many options you can do with this.
It's not just pinball, and
there
is no booster for the riser.
I got a super chat. I can't do this. I can't make you read this because it is about you. But shout out to Steps Gaming with the $1.99 super chat. She's saying, subscribe to Kev Gret. He is legit. It's true. He is legit. He does it for free and for fun.
Yes, I do. And I turned down an affiliate opportunity with X-Arcade to keep it free and for fun, everybody. So
he turned down. X-Arcade said you want an affiliate link, and he said, I got to keep it. I got to keep it free and fun.
Absolutely.
And want to play a little super chat. I made some fresh ones. Here we go.
Woo!
Oh boy, they're spicy.
Papa Brad's a gangman. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro and the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.
And always stay legit.
Absolutely.
Just to wrap up this X-Arcade talk, they're threatening that they are as well going to increase prices. They still have.
They're going to have to. I think everyone's going to have to. It's just the reality.
It's the reality.
It's going to go up. I mean, they can't help it. They don't want to, but
no. And they do have stock in their warehouse right now that is at the regular price, which is why I'm urging Mrs. Mikey Yoon, get him his X-Arcade before it goes to $929.
Now's the time. And here's the thing: all the shills they told you, don't get this AtGames pinball for $1,100. Don't buy this 4K pinball. $1,100 is way too much. It needs to be $999. And what happened? It just went up, and you could have if you would have got it right off the rip. I mean, you would have saved all that money. You never know. Like New Wave Toys is that way too. Like the early people get the good deals. You take a risk, but if you have faith in the company, sometimes it can work out for you or against you. Yeah. It's risk and reward, right? I mean, but
everything is going up. So if
Wonderland
you're interested,
pinball.
They're in. we'll see how that works out for them. But right now, I say if you want the X-Arcade,
now's the
probably
time to
30
get it.
units
Yeah,
left
I
to get
agree.
it before they take it up. And don't take our word. There's plenty of other positive reviews that are not shows in the community. You,
Yeah.
Nix, me. I mean, Nix and I bought ours. We're probably one of the
Yes.
two and the only.
Cash
Yeah,
money, baby.
yeah,
Nothing against you,
yeah.
Brad, but we
I hear you.
definitely
I hear you. They did
definitely
send me one
purchased
for a
it.
review.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play it. I'm be honest. I did want to play it. You know, I did want to find out
You
what it
do
was all
play it.
about. You know, I do
You
play
do
it all the
play
time.
it.
I'm on
Yeah,
those
all the
leaderboards.
Yes,
You
you
can
are.
see my name right on the leaderboards. You know,
And like I said, when the question you asked me earlier, when I didn't fully answer, it's like, yeah, like I do prefer playing it in VR. Like when I get more of these Williams tables, I'm good.
Yeah.
And if I get the whole library, let's just say,
Mm.
I'm going to be playing in VR probably exclusively.
Yeah.
After
they're
this.
not there yet, but if they do get there,
But
that will
that's
be
what
a
I
game
see
changer.
happening. Because I've got the
could.
extra battery pack, so I could play for long duration,
Yeah,
right, with my headset.
Yeah.
So
Nix is gonna just inject batteries in his veins so he
yeah,
can play for 8
just
hours.
plug him into the
keep
wall.
swapping them out, man. Let's go.
Lawnmower man style.
That's how you get so good at these games. You just play them that much. You know,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that'll bring our total up to 20 games, though. I'm excited. 20
games.
games is a good amount. If you
And
go
that's
into a
more-
pinball arcade and they have 20 pinballs, you're pretty happy.
Pretty
Yeah.
happy. Yeah,
And
exactly.
just
Especially
and
for
also
good time.
keep in mind, imagine all the free sweat. Well, not the sweat, the swag you're gonna win with the spinning wheel in that game.
Yes.
With the tickets, like all the
Cosmetics.
statues and cosmetics
Ball.
that we get to
Yeah.
design the arcade with all those tables.
Yeah.
Like the aliens.
Oh man,
from
you're in for a
Attack
treat,
from
Ruthless
Mars.
guy. These are some of the best. These are some of the best tables ever. These are some of the great ones.
His head's gonna explode playing these.
You got some
S-tiers.
S tiers. You got Medieval
Champions
Madness,
Hub, yeah.
Champions Pub, yeah,
Pub, yeah,
Champions
Pub, yeah.
Pub. You
A lot of
got
people like Black Rose.
Theater of Magic, Black Rose. These are
Getaway.
good. The Getaway.
Jesus,
Yeah.
this is gonna
Got
be
some good ones, man.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
creepy if
Yeah.
you actually put the animations on. You got the cop sitting right
the cop
beside you
is
playing
spitting
the
his
table.
coffee. Oh, yeah.
He's just sitting there.
Right, you
Yeah, yeah.
That's the other thing, you know, the animations that they put on for the most part have been spot on. I leave them on. I know people turn them off.
I
But
got
I
to turn them
enjoy
off,
it.
but I mean,
It
I
can
like
get distracting when you try and go for that high score, though.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
like when I'm
problem.
playing for a score. I can't have anything distract. But you know, I do when I'm not playing a table for a score. I'll leave them on because they're so entertaining. You know,
Yeah.
when you have
yeah.
when you have the spaceships flying by you when you're playing
Oh,
with
Star Trek with the
it's
asteroids
so
and it's
cool.
over you, over the playfield. You're just like, this is
Yeah,
yeah.
The technology of the VR goggles puts it where it's all 3-dimensional in front of you, and you can't emulate it by filming it. Really the shame of it is you can't really show it.
Yeah, you have to take a
experience
leap
it.
and experience it.
You have to experience and just take our word for it. But it's a 3-dimensional, and it pulls the pinball from the flat screen to the 3-dimensional world. That's why it's really a good fit. And I like that it's low cost, so people can get into virtual pinball without spending a fortune.
It's $9.99 just to try out, and you get 3 free tables. How do you not enjoy that? And it was the 16th or 17th best-selling app out of the last few weeks. It means people are buying it, which means Zen is encouraged, and they might be encouraged to keep going. Give us another 3 volumes by the end of the summer.
And in comparison, look at what video game prices on average are costing. Pretty much,
80,
if you were
70
to buy the base game plus all the DLC, you're still coming in and around what a normal priced average price game is from the big 3 consoles, right? And that's a lot of tables. We have, was it 10 right now?
Yeah,
that we're playing all in. So that's worth the price of admission, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and here's the thing: these are different experiences. Like I said,
Retro Tech Ecstasy. He says I'm out. I am out. He's out.
Retro.
I'm
what
sorry.
do we do?
What do we do? We're going to talk about AtGames, I promise.
Yeah,
but this is new. This is the positive news. This is the good news this week. We want to start off with the good, right?
Yeah, this is true, Brad.
This is really positive, good news.
Some bad news coming, but yeah, I mean, for $70-$80 these days, you're getting just a rehashed Mario Kart. That's a port of the Switch game. That's a port of the Wii U game, but not with these pinball tables. It's designed from the ground up, and so for $9.99 and then the $10, there's just no complaining. Everybody loves it. We're just having such a good time, and like Mikey said, now we have 2 months of tournament chasing with the community. Uninterrupted.
It's going to be great.
So, yeah,
and playing some of the best tables of all time.
How do you go?
Absolutely. I can't wait till next week.
If you're Zen, how do you start with the S tier? I would be like, hey guys, should we go a little lower?
We got to stretch this out to kind of rope a dope them, egg them along. They just gave us all the good ones. But you know,
Oh, they're like we're
maybe they
good
were
for the
ready.
summer right now. You know, with these 3 packs and
They
the
want
Laura
them-
Croft
true.
and
They
the
want to
Laura
launch
Croft
with-
And
tables
Lara
as well.
Croft.
Yeah,
And
we're
Lara
good for the
Croft.
summer. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, you can wait till the fall and to winter to release any more, right? Thank you very much.
And all that, and we get this too. We get this. Laura Croft. We get Laura Croft.
Okay,
In virtual reality.
is she in the VR table if you get the wizard
Oh, I
mode?
wish. No, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
You can't unlock her.
she's in some of the modes. Absolutely.
No, she's
Yeah,
not
we saw
unlockable,
some clips.
unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, that's funny.
But super exciting
Yeah, good
news from
stuff.
Zen.
So excited.
And it just looks great too. Like just seeing the trailer, the tables look good. I mean, from what they showed,
Yeah, I mean, as far as the Tomb Raider goes, I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, oh man, there's no way they're putting this in VR. There's no way. I mean, this looks cool. I'm gonna buy it maybe for FX or whatever. And then when they say VR, I was like, okay, this is interesting. They are committing to day and date releases. That is new for the VR. So yeah, Tomb Raider totally blew me away. I didn't expect that to come in VR. We knew it was coming because of the AtGames leak months ago, but there's no way anybody expected that table to come to VR day and date. Like there's just no way. And and when they did that, I said, well, wait, maybe they have a bunch of tables for us today, not just one. And then they just went right into it.
You know what's going to be cool with the Laura Croft tables is when we actually win some of the awards, like I mentioned earlier in the VR, and have like the full life statue of Laura Croft somewhere positioned in your.
Oh my goodness! No, they could do. They could make a nice statue with Laura Croft. Yeah, that would be pretty killer. That'd be pretty killer. They can make a good statue.
That's going to be so awesome.
Is, how are they going to do this inside of the game? Are they going to break a wall and you just put your games?
They're going to have to make it bigger because I'm sure.
Oh, they are. They are absolutely.
It'll be bigger now, so it's going to be so cool to see the arcade morph as we get more tables to more of a visual. It's not just like, oh, you got these tables. These tables will be visually represented in your arcade, so it's going to be cool to see how they break through the walls or how they position these things. So. All around 5 days from now, we should be rocking and rolling, and it's going to be wild.
I make sure I make room on my quest for that update. Absolutely,
and we're so psyched for this. Not because we get a financial gain from it or anything. It's because this is really a next step. Like it's a nice jump. Yeah, and if you love pinball, I mean, it's just a really great overall experience.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're in the pinball, this is the next evolution.
Yeah.
If you're
I have people that I know that play real pinball that try this and they're like, "Dang, this is pretty amazing."
Well, that's just it. Not everybody can afford a real machine, right? Nobody can afford a real machine. So it
down to the rest of us.
When it comes to the digital pinball, it's the PC, right? That's pretty much as good as it gets for most people. This is something wholly different. It's the next leap in generation in technology to play pinball. Like you talk about console leaps from like PlayStation 1 to 2 to 3, and you see the graphical improvements.
Yeah,
like I'm using that as an analogy. This is kind of the same thing here. If you're looking for something next level for pinball, this would be it, as well as the 4K as well, because that's where we're at with the quality of what we're playing.
If you want to
plug and play devices,
the thing about the VR, it's right now we can't go in each other's arcades and play at the same time. When that happens, then it becomes even a bigger game changer. Then it adds that walkabout golf element, and it moves to a whole other level of coolness.
Oh man!
Right now, it's very impressive.
Very impressive.
We're gonna talk some AtGames now because I'm missing. People are dropping off. RetroTech X.
RetroTech, come back! Come back! Call them. We got AtGames.
That's right.
We have. We're talk
exactly. We have news. There's lots of big news this week.
Yeah, we had to cover the Zen, especially the pinball, all the Zen tables.
Oh, it's the biggest news of the week.
That's like a year's worth of AtGames Zen tables in one pop.
Exactly.
So we got to be excited.
Got to be excited. Agreed.
So. I just want to cover Flipper Friends because a lot of my friends are playing. We just got off playing 3D of Magic, Fishtails, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Pistol Poker. And so we're going to take a look at the results from the IFPA. There's an app that you can get that will show you the results. This is the results for this week's Flipper Friends tournament. Let's see. We got Mad Ben Hand number 1. Boom. Tomato Grass. Skull Joe. some people, Real Creamer, House of Hounds, Spartacus, a lot of love, Soggy Bacon, Wizard 626. I'm at 12. I'm at 12. I could not get my score. I tried to get to top 10 again. I could not. I tried. And then we have some friends also. We have Pinball Wizard at 14. We have Ballydern, who has been watching the show. Congratulations, 16. Retrotech X. He left. He left. We're giving him a shout out. Retrotech X is 19. Good job.
Yeah, right on.
We got Wingo. We got high scores on tap. This app will show you live as your scores change. So some individual user, you go to this link right here. This guy, Mike DG, he made where you can literally live see how your scores affect your ranking in IFPA. It's incredible, Kevgret. I'm addicted to it because when I'm playing, I'll be like,
are you refreshing?
One,
Real time.
Maybe Tomato Grass starts playing and I move down. It's like, oh wait a minute, I went down 4. You know, but it's all real time. It's an incredible tool, and once you know about it, it's a lot of fun doing these tournaments. You know,
that's awesome.
Once again, I'll say my biggest complaint with the AtGames Flipper Friends is I feel like it's too many tables at once. Playing 5 is too many. Yeah, they should have focused on like 2 or 3. 3 max. 3 is good. Yeah, but more than 3.
That's a compromise.
You're just killing yourself because you're spreading yourself thin and you're not really learning the tables. Like if you play one table for a week, you'll get really good at that table. Yeah. You know, the only thing about that is if you don't like the theme, you're stuck, right? I think 2 is better. 2, at least 2.
Yeah,
at least 2. Maybe you don't like the theme. Maybe you don't like. Maybe you're like, I don't want to watch black and white stuff. This is 2025.
Yeah. Plus, if you have a busy week, you got stuff going on at work, you feel like you have to
look at that. Sacro finished. Congratulations to Sacro.
Oh, nice.
He finished first on the
HD
side. Awesome.
I was wondering why I didn't see his name. He's on the HD side.
Clap for that.
Yeah, that's the 4K side.
Yeah, good job,
I do play the HD tournament all the way through, but I don't play as much on the because I got both of them. But congratulations, Sacro. That's awesome. Good job. So that's the Flipper Friends. I did want to make sure we shouted out. These are the people that are actually playing. Did you see a bunch of big YouTubers on there on that list? You see a bunch of really big. I saw a few YouTubers. I saw Tomato Grass. But I mean, other than us pinball streamers, I didn't see anyone. There's not a lot of the big names that you would expect. To at least put in some kind of score. So.
They're busy, Brad. They're buszy.
They're busy. They got videos to make.
Videos. They want to know what you think of Arcade 1-Up.
They want to know what we think of Arcade 1-Up. Well, now let's talk about this. Something on this calendar is not going to be coming. Something on this calendar is missing.
May 14th and the 28th. Is that what we're?
Oh my goodness, Kevgrat, read this out loud. I can't even say it. My heart's breaking.
From AtGames yesterday at 2:07 p.m. Update on upcoming Zen tables. The next wave of Zen Studios pinball tables, originally planned for May, will be slightly delayed until further notice. We truly appreciate your patience and understanding as we work behind the scenes to ensure the best possible experience. Whoa, yikes.
Whoa,
that's telling.
Yeah.
The scary words are until further notice.
Further notice.
If it was like we have a month delay, that's one thing. But when you say until further notice, that is scary.
Now, that tells me unplayable.
But they were so good at releasing them. What would prevent these?
They just put out arguably their best table with Theater of Magic. That's the smoothest running. I mean, I think it's one of their best tables they've done for the 4KP.
So what would be these tables' problems if they can crush Theater of Magic in the last 10 releases?
If you could crush Theater of Magic, what's the delay? I mean, that's a scary part, And we heard this with another company that I love, the company behind you, iArcade. They said, we're going to do software.
Yes.
We're not doing hardware. Remember that, Kevin?
Yep, we're going to go into software.
I have like an iArcade flashback, kind of. Yeah, but I love AtGames, I want to, and I want AtGames to make it for the community, the players, the people that are enjoying it, that are playing the pinball machine, they're loving the machine. Yeah, I want AtGames to make it, but it is
Brad,
not good news.
Can I speculate? I mean,
you could speculate away. Speculate away.
Okay, so this just came.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you doing this for free and fun?
This is only for free, for fun, and for the community. So Here's
we're
my
not looking to get
Disclaimer.
sued.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, we're not.
speculate.
Yeah,
This is
I
just
know
an opinion.
nothing. This is just an opinion,
This
but
is opinion.
But what if there are development costs that are involved with these tables, Brad? And let's just say possibly there's some difficulties in paying these development costs at this time. And so there has to be a little bit of pulling up on the reins until some funds could be freed up to pay Zen to keep working with them. And maybe that's an issue because, to your point, they just crushed Theater of Magic. So it's not a software issue. There's no issue with putting these tables out. They're on a schedule. They know how to program now. It has to be something else. And my gut reaction is it's financially driven right now, possibly.
Yeah.
And the way they worded in this message is a way that it saves face.
Yeah. They're not throwing anybody out under the bus. No issues. They're just saying we're going to work out some issues and we'll be back to you when we have answers.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense.
Go back to their other delayed messages. They put dates on some of these delays that they used to do. They don't use the words indefinitely until further notice. That's heavy messaging on the community. And so to see that, you have to think it's something going on behind the scenes logistically, not software driven, not lag driven. This is something else. So
yeah.
You know.
So look, when they raise the prices for $10 for the Zen tables, you can blame
now
Ray.
You know.
It's all Ray's fault. Ray said it right here.
Yeah.
But really, for $5, I feel like that's a really good value. And it depends. It's all relative, right? Like, do I compare it to Steam? If I compare it to Steam, it's about where it should be. But
even if it's even more than the $6 to $10, like that's reasonable because if you play these things out in the wild, let's say you weren't playing by the hour that you're playing at some of these arcades, some people visit,
a game,
and you're actually putting the quarters in. Yeah,
in
you're gonna spend that.
Your games are gonna go like this. The first time you play it, it's gonna be like bam, bam.
And it's a one-time purchase right here. So you get to play these tables as much as you want, as long as you want.
Yeah,
anytime you want. So it's value.
And most people don't really get the experience at these arcades that you do at your home. You hear the sounds, you learn the table. At a barcade, you're like, oh, this is fun. And like Brad said, you're done in 2 seconds. You're like, what happened?
Wait a minute, I missed the super chat. I am so sorry.
And maybe sometimes the tables don't work properly because they're out in public, those real tables, and they're not working 100%. Like there's something, little things going off with the table and it doesn't function properly. We try to run a very unprofessional YouTube stream here, but thank you, G4 Sky, for a $4.99 super chat. Next, when Champions Pub comes out, can you please not play it for at least 2 days? I can't guarantee anything, man.
So that I could take a picture of it with me being #1 and flaunt it.
I'm not gonna lie. When I submitted my score for Noir, I was #1, and when you submit your score and you're #1, it says you are the grand champion. And I said, Nick's must have not played yet.
Sweet.
I said Nick's and Synchro didn't play yet, and Papa Brad.
That's the way it is, man. That's the way it is, you know.
But Force is right.
Enjoy your flowers while you can, you know.
Yes,
you get some flowers for a little while.
Yep.
What makes me happy is what people like can see what I'm trying to show them in my videos.
This is for G4 Sky,
and it's all about enjoying the game of pinball. The way
I know you like Star Wars. This is for G4 Sky. Here you go,
please,
special for him.
I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you.
It's all those droids' fault. I'm so innocent and defenseless. Could you let me go?
Send her to my chambers.
What did I just watch?
There you go. The Force is strong with you.
What was that?
Hell yeah!
I was like, what in the heck is this?
There
you go, G4, especially for you.
Especially for you, man.
My God, man. That was awesome.
I gotta keep it real with the retro girls, man. Man, what happened to our AtGames news? See, this is why Retro Tech X left.
Yeah, he left.
Well, AtGames news.
Brad, in all fairness, he might have left if he stayed, if we read the news to him. He might have left anyway.
It's kind of depressing.
Well, we were talking about the Zen tables that weren't being released, Well, let's talk about the tables that were released.
There were some tables released, yeah, and we're gonna start. We're gonna start. This to help me keep me on track too. We're gonna start because I did not really talk about Earth, Fire, Water. I did not talk about that table, and Nix is now Nix has had a chance to play Earth, Wind, Fire. Earth, Wind, Fire. You've had a chance. So we can actually talk about it, and we're going to talk about Black Belt too, because the two tables that just came out pretty recently. Oh my goodness, Ray wants to see it again. He wants to see it again. He wants to see it again. I'll play it one more time.
Give what the people want. Yes,
Ray's doing it for all of us.
You got to give the people what they want. Hold on.
Thank you, Ray.
You got to scroll down. Okay, let's see if we find it. Okay, here you go. This is for Ray.
Roll.
I want to know what happened to the plans they sent.
It's all those droids' fault. I'm so innocent and defenseless. Could you let me go?
Send her to my chambers.
Send her to my chambers. Oh, God.
Yeah, and so we had two tables. Earth.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let you give. You want to give your critique first? Or you want me to give mine first? I'll go first. That's not fair to you. I'll go first.
Absolutely. Let's pop the table so we can see it. Yeah. Do you have that picture of it? Yeah.
I have a quick little video we could watch. It's real short. I have a short video.
We can talk about it as we can.
You'll have to unpause your microphone when I put it up though. So unmute.
Yes, absolutely.
Fire Deluxe. Okay.
All right, here we are.
Here we are. We're looking at Earth, Wind, Fire.
Magic strike.
Yeah, so it's a weird layout, right? Because
lanes all over the place.
Yeah, you have to shoot at the edges of your flippers. As you can see right there with the shots just being done right now. You got the rollover targets at the top. Like you got 4 bumpers there, which is to your bonus multiplier. And then you've got the different shot that activate the modes. So all those, those targets where you just hit right there in the center, that'll activate a mode.
Bonus time.
You got all those targets blocking pretty much the center lane. So you got a lot of targets right in the center lane.
And that side flipper at the top, there on the left, comes into play.
Yeah, I really didn't want to give a quick review of this because I felt like I had to give enough time for it to grow on me. I'm going to give this like a 7.5. That's my overall rating. Now, there's certain things they did really well. I think they did the artwork. It's very pretty, but from a gameplay standpoint, I had a crash on me once, and I think it is very busy. Right, there's a lot going on, and that's one of my critiques. So I think it's got a little bit too much going on with all the ramps and stuff, but I would rate it a 7.5. What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, Nix? Played it.
Well, before I give my rating, I'm going to say a little.
I'll make it full screen. Talk about it. What do you think about the table?
Before I give my rating, I'm going to talk a little about it. At first, I would have given it a low rating when I first played it a couple times because it, like I said, a unique layout that's not common, where everything is laid out. So you have to get adjusted to how to hit your shots and everything. But once you do that, you start getting more confident in playing the table, and then you start learning the table, which I did. And I started enjoying myself more because I was achieving the modes and getting the points and stuff like that. The one thing that did upset me, though, was there was some kind of multi-ball kind of glitch that the table happened where I would like lose a ball and friggin' it didn't have a trouble registering. So that there's still some kind of bugs that need to be worked out with the table. But once those get corrected, the table plays very fine, and I like I said, I enjoyed it, and I would give it probably an 8. It would be a table I would go back to, and a table
8.
that
so
you're
going a half point higher than me, 7.5 out of 8.
It's a table that's worth playing.
That's a 7.5.
Absolutely.
Okay. I want you to talk about this though. You know, it's cool to get someone else's opinion with fresh eyes, right? Like I look at these pinball tables, I play them a lot, and I want you to talk about. I'm going to put a picture up, and I just want you to talk about it. Is that okay, Nix?
Yes.
I promise I'm not going to embarrass you. Don't worry, it's not Princess Leia in the bikini. Don't worry, it's not that picture. What did I do? Okay, here it is. Here's a picture. Tell me what's wrong with this picture. You ready?
Yeah, that's something that I didn't. Yeah, I did
They
not
cut his
like
body
this.
off.
All the artwork is covered.
Yeah. I see what your back glass looks like, all you 4K owners, and it looks amazing.
This is what an HD player looks at.
Yeah, this is what I have to look at on my HD machine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it like what happened here? I you know who made this call?
You know what they do with on the Zen Pinball effects on the PC, you can buy frames where they actually rescale the artwork, so you can actually see the artwork. They don't cover the artwork over with the DMD. Don't
get me wrong. They did good job with other tables that they've made, like Black Belt, which we're going to be talking about.
The main character's basically cut like
it looked nice, but
from the top of his chest up,
it's cut off.
This is a fail.
But even if they move the Earth, Wind, and Fire up a couple inches just to see more, if you're going to stay that way, at least move it up.
Less lightning, and more of the action scene, right?
You can shrink the font down and pull it up, and he would probably show his whole body.
I'm just saying, I would think a graphic designer, if they took a look at this, would
why does the DMD have to be that big?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why does it have to be that big? That's huge. That DMD is huge.
Yeah.
Honestly, look at the size of the screen that the HD. We all know how big the HD monitor is. Look how big that is. Like the ratio. They could make that DMD smaller and it would fix it.
Yeah, and like I said, the main criticism of this table is you got a whole lot going on. I did really like the Harry Potter and the wizarding theme. I think the theme was really good. Initially, I would have given it a much higher rating at a first glance, right? Because it's good. It's a beautiful table. But the gameplay is just not where I want it. I'm be honest. The gameplay is just not there for me. That's my opinion. 7.5 on that one.
Yeah, there you go. Hot off the press.
And of course, now we have Black Belt, which is another table which you actually have and you've gotten to play, Nix. And let's get your review first of what you think of it. Now, this is just your initial opinion. I know you've had it for a couple of days.
Yeah, I played it last night. Yeah, for about half an hour or something like that. And
tell me what you think of Black Belt Deluxe. What do you think of Black Belt?
Black Belt is a nice table. It's got a nice soundtrack and theme to it. And I was able to complete a few modes. Got multi-ball going. It is challenging because it does cover up the center, so you're not really shooting up and further out the table because
lots of obstructions.
It's covered. Yeah, there's all that obstruction. So to hit, you have a lot of outer lanes and orbits that you have to hit. And then what is cool is there's when you do hit one of the outer orbits on the right side, it'll put you into a center area where all these bumpers are, where there's a flipper, and it's like a fighting area, and you kind of flip the ball around and there's drop targets in there, and that's the most satisfying part of the table is when you get the ball in there and you got it against the flipper and it's hitting the drop targets and the bumpers and it's just going
yeah. The most satisfying. They nailed the theme.
Part of the table.
The artwork and everything. They nailed the theme. The theme is They got the theme just right.
And not only that,
the theme of the karate and the Black Belt theme, they got that just right.
And not only that, one of the cool parts of the table is that upper play field. We were talking about this before the show, backstage, and how to get up to that upper play field. But it is really nice. It's got a nice set of flippers up there and a bunch of targets. And there's so much going on with this table to learn and unlock. Definitely, I would give this table, from my initial impression,
1 to 10.
Yeah, probably another 8. It's a table
another
I go back and play.
Another 8. Okay,
yeah, absolutely. I go back and play this one for sure.
Pretty good. So you'd say these are some. You said out of these two, which one would you say you would give Which one would you prefer? Like if you're going to play one, would you play Earth, Wind, Fire?
I think a Black Belt. I think I would enjoy a little bit more because I think it's a faster
Black Belt by a little bit
table. Yeah, I think it's a faster playing table. I think it's the Earth, Fire is a little bit slower. The ball it floats a lot. I think if you've noticed, would you agree with me? It floats in some
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's their physics. Their physics is that way. It bounces.
I just
a lot.
noticed
it's just
that.
how the table's designed, though. It's how it
Yeah.
plays. It's
It's
supposed
how their
to
games
float.
play in general.
Yeah,
for
it's how it's
Magic
played.
Pixels
Where
style.
Black Belt's more of a faster playing table, right? So
okay,
and that's just my preference. I do prefer playing tables like that. So Black Belt gets the nudge. Gets the nudge.
I see you have a Taito table on behind you. Is that Zookeeper?
Yeah, Zookeeper, definitely.
There you go.
And I would like to point out that Magic Pixel always didn't have to have a center post. If you look at the Taito tables, a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't.
Exactly.
I'm gonna. So this is a little for my guests. If you want to get a quick little drink, I'm going to show a little video of my review of Black Belt, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Sound good, guys?
Sounds good. I'll be back.
Time. Everyone enjoy the video. This is my opinion of Black Belt Deluxe from AtGames. Welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, home of retro greatness, AtGames Digital Pinball, and everything arcade. Today we're diving into a brand new digital pinball table coming to the AtGames Legends 4K and HD pinball platforms. And this one's packing a punch. Say hello to Black Belt Deluxe. Let's start by watching the trailer for the table.
Great progress. Path to the black belt begins. Ready yourself.
We'll start with a look at the back glass. It's got the same worn out, tired DMDs that we've been seeing on Magic Pixel. You got a play field on the left, which you hardly ever get to. You got an awesome element with the bamboo tube that the ball goes through. You've got the shurikens that turn. Can't read the instructions. You got the nunchucks at the bottom with the throwing stars. Love the art. Black Belt Deluxe is a modern reimagining of the classic 1986 Black Belt pinball table. Don't expect a simple coat of paint. This is a full-on martial arts showdown brought to life with fast-paced gameplay and cutting-edge digital pinball mechanics. You'll fight your way through 9 thrilling modes and 5 side missions, training to become the ultimate martial arts master. Strike targets with deadly precision, chain combos like a black belt on a rampage, and when the dojo demands it, unleash the powerful multi-ball sequences that'll test your reflexes and discipline.
Shuriken completed. 5 million rewarded.
Let's take a look at some multi-ball action right here so you can see the beauty of this table in motion.
Great progress.
Shoot that center ball lock 3 times.
Excellent work.
Then you hit the multi-ball ball lock on the left.
Keep pushing forward.
And here we go.
Multi-ball is lit. Time to show your skill.
Huge thank you to AtGames who did send me out this table for the purpose of review. Ninja skills in effect. Hiya! Love the multi-ball on this table. Super fun. Super easy to learn how it works. Simple mechanism. 3 balls in the middle. Then hit that side ball lock. And you're off to this multi-ball. A lot of fun. Got a lot going on in this table. Similar to a lot of other Magic Pixel tables. A lot going on. Including some of the Dr. Seuss tables. We got lots of ramps. Do love the shurikens that rotate as the ball passes around them. I like some of the kung fu elements, like the hooked swords on the side. They're basically your ball save. pretty cool table. It's going to take me a while to master this table as there's a lot going on. Another cool thing I really like about the table is the sword on the right-hand side of the table. Not a fan of the DMDs, which are still using a lot of the swirly animations. There was triangles for no reason. I mean,
triangle
what
swirls
does that have to do with
Rainbow
karate
Edition
or black belt? Nothing.
Pink triangles.
I just find the transitions on these Magic Pixel DMDs, I'm not really a big fan of them. I really wish they would do something keeping it more in theme of the table. For example, imagine on this table if it showed a ninja or like someone doing like a karate flying kick across the screen instead of swirly triangles. I think these transitions they use are not really good.
A digital display, like an LED.
But
yeah,
and these tables take a long time to really
That would have
learn
been a
and
good
master.
pick for this.
And I think this
Would have made it
table's
feel
gonna
more
have
retro.
enough to chew on that I'm going to have a lot of fun on it.
Nice little nudge there. Kept it in play.
Another thing I will say, of course, being a Magic Pixel table, it does have the center post, which is not a play mechanic that I love because if you get to be a really good player, sometimes you do have to count on it hitting that center post. And I would prefer just not having the center post. But that's personal preference. And it seems like almost all these Magic Pixels have the center post.
Mode completed. Excellent form, student. Target strike. Get spot targets 2 times.
Having just played a bunch of the Taito games, a lot of those do not have the center post, and I think it's better. Another minor critique of the game, the play field is not super open. Basically you have targets right in the middle. The overall theming of this table is excellent. Playfield is dojo inspired, complete with interactive elements, classic ramps, and slick animations that pay tribute to vintage martial arts films. It's fast, it's fluid, and it's a ton of fun.
You've taken a hit. Regroup and launch
As for my
again.
overall rating, based upon my first opinion and the limited amount of time I've had to really enjoy and play the 4KP pinball version of this table, I would rate this table about at 8.5. It's fun. It has a lot of features. It looks great. But overall, it suffers from some of the tropes that a lot of the Magic Pixels have.
Great progress.
Center post. It's got a million things going on. It has a play field in the top left that you barely ever get to play on. You know, playing 15, 20-minute games, not getting up there once. I have to think, you know, was that a good use of that space? You know? I think this table will grow on me, but my initial impression, you know, based on several of the criticisms which I mentioned, the repetitive DMD, 8.5.
Not this time. Prepare for your next round.
Black Belt Deluxe will be available for both the AtGames Legends 4K and HD pinball platforms, meaning you get that crisp resolution and buttery smooth gameplay no matter what your setup. This is more than just nostalgia, it's an awakening of a classic. Okay, well, that's enough of
There
that.
you go.
So, anyway, 8.5. Fun table, and you rated it 8. So, we were pretty close. I gave it a half point more than you, I think.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play.
It runs smooth. It runs smooth. It does look really good. You know, and I think they did a pretty good job on it. I think if you love I like the karate theme a lot. Like initially, I wanted to push it higher, but I got to go by how it plays as a game too. Would you, as someone that has not played it, what do you think of it just watching it, Kev Gret?
That actually looked cool. That actually looked really cool.
Huh?
I might pick that up for the HD because I'm not a fan of the deluxe Magic Pixels for
It's
all the
affordable
reasons
too. I
that
think it's like $6 or $7. Is not much. You know?
Yeah,
It's not expensive. It's not going to break the bank.
No, and you showing that, I haven't picked up an HD table in a while. I might actually pick that up because it did
check
look
it out.
like
this table.
I'll say it looked better than Earth, Wind, and Fire. If you're comparing
this table is very easy to learn and pick up.
I agree. It's easier to play.
It's designed by hitting just the lanes over and over to activate the modes. You're collecting the weapons of the game.
Okay.
And if you activate the that dragon mode,
the dragon punch, the dragon kick.
Yeah, what you'll see is these protective arms come up.
Cool.
Like the hook swords, from the Kung Fu movies, the swords with the hooks.
It's like these swords come up on the side.
Cool.
So it protects you. So that allows you to be protected to shoot the center targets and get your ball locked.
GeForce. You must not have seen our show with Tomato Grass. You must not have seen the Tomato Grass rant.
So what I'm saying is when you learn this table, it's a lot of fun. Once you understand how to get the ball into that center area, like frequently, because like you said, it's difficult to get to that upper play field.
I couldn't get to the upper play field.
That center area with the bumpers is crucial to get up to that upper play field. So the ability to get up there is by hitting the right most orbit shot. So you have to get on the edge of your flipper and shoot it up there, and it'll loop it right into that play field. And then you got to just hope the bumpers go boom, 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 and send it in there, right? So if you don't get it and the ball comes back down, you just keep shooting it up there. You'll get it eventually. Trust me. You will get it. You'll get it up to that upper play field.
I'm going to pick this one up, definitely. It actually looks like a fun table. And I like the theme. The theme looks pretty cool. Who doesn't like Kung Fu?
The sound effects are great when you're hitting the targets. And like I said, when you get that ball,
like I said, the theme wanted me to rate it higher because they nailed the theme. The theme was like the art and the theme of it. They nailed for sure.
Yeah.
Once 100%. You get the ball in that center area, when you're hitting those drop targets and the bumpers, they're both going all off, and the noise that everything's making. Like I said, that is the most satisfying part of the table. I enjoy it so much, and you'll understand what I'm talking about once you achieve that. And pretty much you get that right off the ball launch. So you'll because it goes in that area right at ball launch when you launch the ball. So you're gonna have fun with that table.
So and I hope you're gonna have fun with it because we're gonna be playing it next week. It's one of our tournaments. We're gonna be playing it next week. So feel free to play it. It'll be on the leaderboards.
Nice.
And it's gonna be one we're gonna be score chasing. So if you have a HD or a 4KP pinball, definitely check it out. And that was Black Belt Deluxe. So
that's right. Thank you, Magic Pixel.
Let's go to our next thing that I have on my list here. Let's see. Let me do a drawing next. Okay, I've been giving a lot of thought of this. Wait a minute, I got to give a shout out to our sponsor, KevGret, our sponsor.
We got sponsored today.
We got sponsored now.
Oh,
my pretty Glenn Danzig.
Glenn Danzig.
Yes, it comes with an enfolded booklet, and you can raise his arms. So pick yourself up a my pretty Glenn Danzig.
If you pull his string, does he sing "Mother"? Is that what?
Mother?
Nice.
Mother. So anyway, pretty Glenn Danzig. Thank you for sponsoring the Retro Legends show. We appreciate you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So these are our new tournament tables. We're doing Battlestar Galactica, which is on all the Pinball FX and on the 4KP Pinball, and it is in Pinball FX VR. So it's on everything. Battlestar Galactica. We're doing Black Belt Deluxe. We're doing the arcade game GYRUSS, which is a sweet game, and we're doing the Atari Classic on the 2600 H.E.R.O. No. It's okay. If I'm the only one playing H.E.R.O, I'm fine with it. I just want to see if anyone wants to play Atari, I'm gonna pull out a couple of, I'm thinking maybe H.E.R.O and Demon Attack to start and see if anyone plays.
Nice.
But I'm gonna put up a score in H.E.R.O for fun, and feel free to play along if you're into Atari. I love Atari stuff. You can see I have the Atari on behind me right now. This is H.E.R.O that's been playing behind me. Very fun game from Activision. It's also available on all the AtGames stuff. They have an Activision pack. Yep. And if you get the Activision pack, those are probably the games we're going to play on Retro Legends. I think I'm just going to stick with things that are in the Activision pack.
Nice.
So if you're thinking you want to maybe play some Atari games with us, if you get the Activision pack, that's where I'm going to draw titles from that. So if you have that one pack, you'll be able to play pretty much our entire season of games we're going to play, I think. if people play. If no one plays,
Yeah.
maybe I won't run Atari games. But I like Atari, so I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna put it in the score challenge for the week.
Oh, Hero's a great game.
Some of those
It is a great
Activision
game.
games are classic. River Raid. I mean, come on, how can you not play that game? Yeah, you're gonna have
a ton of good ones,
Yeah,
and
ton
you're
of
gonna
good
find
ones.
some ones that you've never heard of, like Frostbite. I'm gonna pick some good ones that you might not have played.
Crackpots.
Crackpots, Kaboom. There's all kind of
Cosmic
good games.
Commuter. I've never heard of Cosmic Commuter until this pack.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
okay, and we'll do the drawing next. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna make myself full screen. Now, I do want to change one thing. I don't want I want everyone to have a chance to win. So I'm gonna starting this time. It's still fresh, but after now, if you win, there'll be a 1 month reset timer. Okay.
That's
so
fair.
you can't win 3 times in a row or anything.
Yeah,
okay?
no, I agree. I like
we have a small group of really avid players, and I want everyone to have a chance to maybe win. So it's fair. 1 month.
Fair.
And I'll just start writing.
My name better not be going in there.
Okay, well, it can if you want. We'll admit you if you don't want to be in there. Okay.
I already won twice.
Keep my name out too. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
So we'll take you out, but we'll put you. But Mikey Yoon's going in.
Mikey
has not won yet.
Absolutely, the pinball up and coming wizard.
Mikey dropped the store. We got Ballydurn. Oh, better not drop these.
Sorry, Ray. Have you played Atari today? Absolutely.
Kevgret does not want to go in.
Out. See, he didn't go in.
Okay.
Get that dummy
Brad, I don't go in. I don't give myself the awards. Chalada Love, thanks for playing.
Chalada Love.
G-Force Guy, thanks for playing. Look at my tomato grass cup. Isn't that cool? Got Wyo. Tomato grass himself. We're going to look at the scores after this is over. Sacro. T. McCloskey.
T.
Nick's reviews. Okay.
Nope.
I'm mixing them up. Okay, yeah, I didn't put you in. So by choice, you're choosing not to be in. Okay, so it's a random pull. I'm not looking. Just gonna pick out of the middle. See what we get.
Come on.
There goes.
Ballydurn. So just get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. We have a Discord. You can also reach me at the iarcadians@gmail.com. I think it's Evercadians. I'm sorry, Evercadians. Let me pull up I'll put a little scroller. So, yeah, the 1 month reset timer I think is fair because it gives everyone a chance then, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And we'll still shout you out if you win, but it needs to go to someone that hasn't won for a month. That's more fair to everyone that's playing,
Totally. Give everyone a chance. Yep.
Okay. And congrats. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, G-Force put up a good score. He was in.
He did put up a good score. I mean, I was kind of rooting, every week.
We were all chasing him.
It was
for a while.
Yeah, when I started, I was like, man, I just want to see if I can get up to a G-Force guy's score. He had a good score in there. At first, I thought, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to beat him. But it is a fun table. So
it's not an easy table to learn.
We got Chalada Love in the chat. Good to see you, Chalada Love. He's got a great channel. If you want to learn some pinball, go watch his stream.
Does.
He'll teach you how to play.
If he's live, Brad, I jump in to see what he's playing.
Great. He's a great player.
Tips.
Let's take a look at how everyone did this week. We got a lot of action.
Yeah.
The crazy part is the first time when I play Theater Magic, it's like, oh man, I got a billion. I got a billion. And look at these scores. I did go up. Not like we had these. Look at these scores. Tomato Grass, 12 billion. 12 billion.
Yeah. I improved mine.
10 billion. 10 billion. Nick's reviews. 8 billion.
I was at 5.8. I improved.
Why 6 billion? Yeah. I went from. I'll say this. This is how you see growth. I started and I was getting my best games were 2 billion. So I went in 1 week. I went from getting a 2 billion to almost 6, just under 5.9, not 6.
I was playing the table wrong.
But this shows the growth, right? When we started, I thought a billion was good, but now I can do 5 billion. We got Ballydurn. Congratulations, you won. T. McCloskey, Sacro. We had a lot of shakeup with this Pinball Noir. Man, scores were going all over. These scores were moving all week. I saw these scores flip-flopping all around.
Yeah.
Started
I
with
was at the
GeForce Guy.
bottom
He
with
put in a
friggin'
great
30
first
million.
score. And I'll be honest, GeForce Guy did challenge me to beat your score. You put in a respectable score. We have Nick's reviews, got first, Sacro second, me third, GeForce Guy fourth. Kevgrad, GeForce beat you.
Well, in all fairness, I actually put in an 85 million, but I didn't put it in. But he did. He still beat me. But I did improve my
Respectable
score.
scores, guys. This is not an easy table.
Mikey,
It tests your ability. It tests your skills.
Biggie
definitely
D,
does.
Steve McCloskey. And we played Dig Dug. We had some good scores. Everyone, this is just for fun, This is for fun. We're trying to keep it fun. You drop a score, you have a chance.
Everybody did really well with the pinball.
Prize every
I'm
week,
very impressed.
And
like I said, Brad, a lot of growth. I wouldn't have played that table if it wasn't for the community and you put, because I got 85 million. I would have never got 85 million. I was at like 20 million, 30 million. And then it gives us a reason to keep playing and learning the table. I love
Valley
that.
Dern, here's how you get in touch with me. Contact me at this Gmail address and I'll get you your prize. So you can contact me at the iArcadians@gmail.com or reach out to me on Discord. We have a great Discord. Kevgrad, have you been enjoying the Discord?
Oh, it's where I go in the morning when I get my coffee. It's where I go before bed. Good community. It's welcoming. It's safe. It's fun. Definitely appreciate you keeping this Discord going. But yeah, and we talk strategy.
We talk pinball all week. We talk about everything, man.
Everything.
It's great, man. So
yeah.
Can you drop a link to the Discord?
Yep. I will get a link in there shortly.
Yeah, we have some really great people that watch the show that are in there, and it's fun. Mikey Yoon's in there all the time. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, Billy Woods Mods. Good to see you. And
absolutely.
So let me go back to this. The tables were launched. The games we'll be playing this week. There are links in the description of the video, and you can just click on any of the links directly and post a score. So one way to do it is just to click on the link. Okay, you got a good strat. How do you do the I scored, Kevgrad? You were telling me about it.
Yeah, so what I do is I go to, like, let's say there's one game I'm focusing on. I'll go to your score and I'll bookmark it.
Just bookmark it, and then it's always there.
Right up on my phone, and then I just drop a score in. And if I forget where it's at, I go to your community post where you have the QR codes, and then I take it from there and I save it as a bookmark, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
and it's so easy, so easy.
The system we use is I scored. It's what real arcades use, and you can actually these are QR codes. You could scan these with your phone, and it'll take you directly to each tournament. So we're running 4 tournaments this week. Battlestar Galactica on all platforms. Pinball FX, 4KP, Pinball FX VR.
VR, absolutely.
Black Belt Deluxe, the arcade game GYRUSS, and H.E.R.O. So feel free to drop scores all week. We'll watch the leaderboards grow. It's going to be exciting. And that's our leaderboard contest for the week.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well done, everybody.
Yeah.
We appreciate
I'm excited to play some GYRUSS, Brad. I love GYRUSS.
GYRUSS is my jam.
Getting into some GYRUSS this week. It is underrated. You don't hear people talk about it.
Full screen. Get me up there.
It's so much fun when you start getting into this
so
game.
Much fun. So much fun, man. GYRUSS is legit.
It is legit. So I'm going to be playing that and Battlestar, and now it looks like I'll be getting black belt today as well. So
it'll be fun.
Good week.
Man, we're actually gonna get Kevgrad to buy an AtGames product.
Table.
Been a while, Kevgrad.
It has been. It's gonna be dust on the redeem code. It's gonna
redeem code button. It's not been hit in a while.
Yeah.
Here's a quick little
I think you'll like this one.
Here's a sneak peek of GYRUSS being played on a pinball machine. This is a sneak peek. Listen to the sounds of this arcade game. I mean, if this is not retro gold, listen to that. Beautiful. So much fun. If you come join us this week, we'll be playing GYRUSS all week long on the Retro Legends Arcade Challenge for arcade games. I'll also be playing Black Belt Deluxe.
your skills or remain the student. Prove yourself.
This is OTG of Black Belt Deluxe. You can play on any format you want.
Oh, yeah.
Play if you have a virtual pinball and you want to play on OTG, come join us. If you want to play. Yeah. And the tournament rewards will be based upon what you prefer. I can, really much everything you want.
Keep pushing forward. Ball is saved.
So that's the other thing. The rewards, like if you're playing, virtual pinball on the Pinball FX, I can send you the table packs. If you're doing a lot of AtGames stuff, I can send you a gift card. It's just to reward the people that are playing the games. Does that make sense? Why would you reward the players? I just give the rewards. You got to play. The players get the rewards.
You're giving out rewards for free?
For free.
For fun. Just play.
I lose money every show.
I know. You're negative money.
It away. But I enjoy it. For me, I get so much enjoyment out of just playing and having the fun, and seeing my scores grow. And then also, like, I don't want to pick games that suck. I want to pick games that are fun to play. These games are good. Like, I'm just going to say, these are some good games to play.
Yeah, I'm excited about
We played
GYRUSS.
all the arcade bangers, like the really top tier arcade games. When you go to an 80s arcade and you want to get your 80s jam on with some arcade games, we're playing the Frogger. We're playing, the games people have heard of, right, Kev? Brett?
Oh, exactly.
Donkey Kong, we're playing the good stuff.
Yeah. These are S tier, right? S tier, if we want to throw that word around today. S tier.
Arcade from the 80s,
Love it.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. It is fun.
Absolutely.
Brooklyn Menace here, he says they used to have a GYRUSS in the movie theater in his neighborhood back in the 80s. Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
So those are our tables for the week. I'm going to keep it short. We only got one more segment. We've been going for a while. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll shelf it.
Lots to cover.
We do one more segment. We do have Kev Gret here. I want to do this with Kev Gret here.
I'm afraid. Okay. What do you got?
Okay. Man, we're going to hit over the 2-hour mark, though. I hate to go over 2 hours. Here's we didn't look at Killer Instinct, but I think, have you seen the Killer Instinct table? I'm just going to play it real quick.
Killer Instinct! Rise to the challenge! A swift blow.
What does that remind you of?
Triple combo. Super combo. Hyper combo.
Interesting.
Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy
Saucer.
7.
3D Battler.
Into the arena. Only the strongest will survive.
That's what that reminded me of immediately when I saw that.
It doesn't sound like it's an actual arcade game announcer. Does that sound like
it doesn't, right? I'm not a huge fan, but it didn't sound like it was.
And then they have Battletoads.
It sounded off a little bit, but it sounded
a little bit, but
close.
It wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible.
I didn't like that 3D fighting up top.
You did not like
for
a
game that's for a game that's like combo, like boom, 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 fast in your face. What's that fighting up there?
Yeah,
when you're hitting targets.
I wonder if it's going to switch to the different fighters too. Is it going to be the same two fighters for the whole game, or is it going to to switch? We don't know.
I think it will switch. I think it would have that ability, right? Because it's like a hologram kind of thing. So I think it would, but the way they move, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like I said, the Earth, Wind, Fire. Even though I had it, I didn't want to review it because I didn't feel like I put enough time in to have a good opinion. Yeah. Some of these tables, you have to play them a while, but I mean, I don't know. That's the Killer Instinct. We saw the Battletoads last week, a little preview, but it'll be interesting to see when they come out.
Battletoads actually looks pretty decent. I'm intrigued to see more.
Now,
we'll take one more look at that real quick.
Brett, I'm not up on these. Are these delayed as well? Have they not hit their targeted dates for these either?
No, these have been delayed like a bunch of times. This is like delay after delay after delay. This is like this is their sneak peek finally showing what they've done so far.
I gotcha. And these are Magic Pixel tables? These are
not. This was part of a rare pack of 3 tables. You got Sea of Thieves, Killer Instincts, and Battletoads.
Okay.
The only one that launched was Sea of Thieves. Now, that is a very good pinball, in my opinion. That's a very, very good pinball table from Magic Pixel. So that's why I'm like, I have to play it. But I mean, I do love the Sea of Thieves. It's one of my favorites. I do love that table. Here's
Stage 1 complete. Boss Walker. Hit the flashing mad spot target. Turbo tunnel loop. What a rush.
Yeah, after seeing this one again.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say
Yeah,
boom shakalaka?
that looks fun. That looks fun.
That looks better than Killer Instinct if you're comparing the two. And I
Yeah.
do like Battletoads as a theme, so why not just make the game fun? And I don't think you'll have a problem with that one.
Well,
It does look better.
with Killer Instinct, like you would think it would be along the lines of something visually like a Doom table, like we've seen, like
Yeah.
something, like
Yeah.
like it should have been something more dark. And for what the content is, like we all played Killer Instinct, it's ultra
Let's take one more
combos,
look.
and
It's so quick. I just got to look at it again.
Mortal
'cause it's so
Kombat
quick.
clothes,
Yeah,
type
let
of
me-
the S game.
Eyeful. Let's get one more eyeful.
Killer Instinct. Rise to the challenge. Quick kick. A swift blow.
Like exactly, that center fighting is supposed to be the centerpiece of the table, and for a combo fighting game, like that's so like ooh, that's look at that combo. It was like one kick.
Nick, the revealing thing. What is missing in the video? No DMD is shown at all. No DMD.
And that
No DMD scoring
Yeah.
or artwork.
And I just heard that music again. That music doesn't fit the table. What is that? It's like happy-go-lucky, dun dun. It's like that's not Killer Instinct, like you said.
It's like,
I don't get the Killer
it's the
Instinct
Terminator
vibe.
sounds, you know. that's
Yeah,
the
You
Killer
don't get the
Instinct.
Killer Instinct vibe. The Battletoads, you got the Battletoad vibe.
totally,
Right.
yeah, they totally hit that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
just
hit
seems
that.
weird.
It'll be interesting. Like I said, I don't like to speculate because, like, I've been wrong a lot of times because I'll look at it, I'll say, man, this table looks beautiful when you play it. It's a dud, right? It's just
That
no
3D
fun.
battler in the center of the table
It's
is.
like till you play
I
it,
can't
you
get
don't have
past
fun,
that.
You know?
Oh,
It looks like two Virtua Fighters if you look at it, like because it's from the top and you don't get a good perspective. You don't really. It's like you see their
Rock'em
heads.
Sock'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rock'em
type
Sock'em
thing.
from the
Robots.
top.
Killer Instinct. Rise to the challenge. Killer Instinct.
I don't know, like,
Why can't they do a combo like
Yes,
they do
because
more
they're
than
like
one kick, like
one
boom,
kick.
boom, boom, or
I
something?
wonder if
Yeah.
Fulgore's going to be in the game. He was a cool character. Remember Fulgore? He was like a cyborg looking robot dude. He was cool.
Yeah. Oh, but like I said, they probably put different people up on the top because of the hologram. But like I said, like just every time you hit a ramp, it's just like one fighting action. Ooh.
I'm not going to read that out loud, but we will put it on the screen. There's just humans in the table, right? Like I would like to see Fulgore, Spinal, the skeleton. He called Spinal the skeleton.
Oh, you're
fighter.
right. They're just
Yeah,
too
they're
human.
missing some of
Yeah.
the popular
Huh.
characters
Yeah.
on the table there.
Well, hopefully that they're gonna cook it and it's not nowhere near to be coming out. But Battletoads, I mean, that's more encouraging.
Battletoads
For
looks
sure.
better, yeah.
That looks
Yeah,
like that's
sure.
like ready to go. Like let's
Yeah.
let's release
So
that.
maybe they'll put one out and then keep going with the one or the other. So hopefully you get Battletoads and they keep working on Killer Instinct because I mean I'm not a huge fan of the title, but even like I wouldn't buy that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't look fun regardless if you're a fan of Killer Instinct or not. So I don't know. But Battletoads, if you're not a fan of Battletoads, you're like, this looks fun. You got cool voices, the animation.
Yeah, I'd say the battle just off the preview videos or whatever.
Exactly.
The trailers, I'd say the Battletoads looks like it will be more fun, but I can't tell till you play it. You never know.
Yeah, Ray has a good point there. A lot of you guys pre-ordered this pack.
Yeah, I already bought it. I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
the one thing that also I don't
do
like
love
about
the
the Killer
games, but I
Instinct
mean, you know,
is the color palette. Like if you go back to the game, especially when it was released on the console, it was a black cartridge.
Yeah, at least it's
right?
not all
And
purple.
There's
no
it should
purple
have had
on that
more
for
of a
Killer
darker
Instinct
aesthetic
game when
to
you
it.
go up to a real arcade.
Yeah,
and the arcade machine too was black essentially, right? They should have had, and even in the buttons and joysticks they were blue. No, so why couldn't they have integrated that kind of arcade color scheme of the cabinet into the table?
Yeah,
it would have made it look better.
The motivation to make it good is so they continue to get licenses. They got to make it good, so they'll sell and they'll get more licenses. But anyway, I'm gonna shelve the last thing because I don't want to rush through it. And I got another really great segment. I'll save it for the next show. But I did want to talk to you real quick, Kev Gret. Do you think Evercade is going to change where we're going to be able to get cartridges? I'm a huge Evercade collector.
Yeah.
And I am worried that I am not going to be able to get my Evercade games when they come out. You know, I love these games.
Good news, Brad.
Good news.
Sorry, I just got it in the mail.
I do have some good news.
Give me some good news. I need some good news because I don't want bad. This is not the bad news.
Yeah, right. We've had bad news for the last hour.
Some bad news for the last hour.
Trump and the UK have reached a trade agreement.
Good.
How that affects Evercade, it only has to be positive. So the good news is Evercade should be able to start giving us our carts. But there's bigger. But Brad, you just open up a can of worms here because I am sick and tired of you, me, Nix, and anyone who's an Evercade fan having to go out of country to guarantee our Evercade carts. And I've brought this up for years. You can't go to Amazon. You can't go to Best Buy.
You got to go to Fun Stock. It's the only way
you got to go to Fun Stock in the UK, which means you, me, and everyone else pays another $15 to get our cartridges. It's not fair.
Brad, I get a cap.
Yeah, you got to get a cap.
I get a little plushie. I get a coffee cup.
It's worth it.
So this is their fault for not having American distribution for years. And it bit them in the butt. They made an announcement saying that they're not shipping any more cartridges to the U.S. And it's like, well, dude, I got a full set here. What do you want me to do? I'll walk away from you guys. Like, if I have to, I'm done. And so hopefully with this trade announcement the other day, that the tariffs are reduced. Hopefully Evercade can breathe and they can start sending shipments again.
We got Chris. Chris is going to make sure we're okay. He says, I'm in the UK. Send me a shop. Chris, I might have to do that because I'm a huge Evercade fan. I do collect Evercade. I have the complete collection. I have the complete set now.
See, the problem is, Brad, you and I have a full set. We need to keep that going.
If we keep that going, yes, I'm addicted now.
If we didn't have a full set,
I'd retro gaming collection.
Whatever, but full set people are rabid. They're like, I need it.
Yeah. I get my Evercade on.
Yeah, exactly.
Later.
Yeah, I need worms again. So hopefully this trade agreement announcement will calm everybody down. Evercade can regroup and get us that SNK cart that they delayed, right? We need and so they're not taking pre-orders on those carts, Brad, for us. In the next couple weeks. So we're in trouble.
I have a whole Evercade thing I want to talk about, but I want to shelve it. I have a video from a guest that I could play the video. It's a fantastic video, but that's a whole nother can of worms I don't want to open right now. Thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate you being here, playing our tournaments. We're going to open it up where more people are going to win because people won't be able to win 3 times in a row or twice in a row. And, thanks for joining us for the Retro Legends Arcade. Everyone have a great weekend. Yeah. Any last words?
Thanks for having me on, Brad. Had fun. Thanks, Chad, for keeping it going.
Please go subscribe to Nick's Reviews and Kev Grad. They're
good hanging out with you, buddy. Yes.
Likewise.
See you on the leaderboards.
Thanks everybody for putting scores up on the leaderboards. Absolutely. We'll see your scores this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Next week, Zen.
Next week, we're doing all VR.
Armageddon.
We'll see you there.
See you.
Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro gaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, always stay legit. He's a